Hi, I'm Brock Wagner here at Cactus Music in Montrose with one of our favorite community partners. This is Cactus Quinn, also known as Quinn Bishop.
Cactus Music is Houston's flagship music store, and we have been since 1975. We're going to have our 45th anniversary next year. It's a record year for us, and music fans, we are your happy place.
So first off, how did we get together all those years ago? It's been many beers now.
It has. I would say that we were always. I associate St. Arnold with really the start of beer culture here in Houston and in Texas, and we were always thought that we needed to connect with people that love great beer. Obviously, and it's closely associated with music, and I think you guys were trying to connect with music fans on a big level.
We love music. We are music fans.
Indeed.
So you've bucked the trend, independent record store. What makes independent record stores so special?
Well, I think for the music lover, in every great city, there's at least one or two music stores, and in Houston, we're lucky. There's many of them, but we're the conduit for people that are in the business of music and people that love music. So if you come to one of our intimate in-store performances on the Cactus stage, where you can enjoy a cool, refreshing St. Arnold beverage,
Always tasty.
You look in the crowd, and there's talent buyers, there's music journalists, entertainment columnists, managers, artists. In that crowd, the entire strata of people that are involved in music in Houston are in that crowd, in addition to people that just are there to find their new favorite band on stage.
That's cool. That's what I would be.
There you go.
I often get asked a related version of this question, so I'm going to pose it to you.
Okay.
But instead of beer, what albums do you take to your desert island? You get two.
Oh, two?
Yes.
Wow, two.
Upbeat, maybe a little slower, more romantic. I don't know, maybe you have somebody with you.
Am I alone on the island?
Well, that's up to you.
Question. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna think about shows that I'm seeing this month, and I'm gonna say Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend, because I just saw him this past weekend. I'm gonna say the Who Quadrophenia, because I'm gonna see them next weekend.
Ooh, that should be awesome.
It should be.
So I first walked into Cactus Music in 1983.
Wow.
When did you first walk into Cactus Music?
Actually, we moved to Houston in '76, and we happened to be in the area of the original store that's just down the street, and went in there to go record shopping. I guess I was probably like '78 or something like that, but it was Houston's first music superstore. And the trend that time in the country was you had these huge grocery store type record stores that had records and tapes and 8-tracks, as you know.
Unfortunately, yes, I do recall that.
We still have them. I keep a few around just because there's always some joker that comes to the door is like, bet you don't have any 8-tracks. And I can be like, yeah, we got some 8-tracks for you.
and then they quietly slink away.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't actually want to buy one. What are a couple of your favorite Cactus memories over the years?
Favorite Cactus memories? There are many that involve our wonderful staff. We've been very fortunate to have terrific staff over the years that are great people. The romances have started at Cactus, and marriage and ending in marriages. Not ending marriages.
Cactus babies,
but we have Cactus babies. Yeah, we absolutely do. That's that's a sweet thing, and there's quite a few of those. But it always kind of comes back to the performances. That's a real touchstone for our business. I remember we did not the most recent Rodney Crowell in-store event, but when he published his book, which was kind of his memoir, Chinaberry Sidewalks. He, it's all very scripted with the author events. So he was supposed to read from the book, answer a few questions, and then perform 3 songs that are a part of the narrative of the book. He gets here and he's like, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't. And he's traveling with people from the publisher, which that can always be a little kooky. I mean, he got up there and he did, I think, 7 songs all by recording artists associated with Houston, Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
He did a Lightning Hopkins song. He did a Willie Nelson song. He did a Mance Lipscomb song. He did a Guy Clark song. He did a Town song. He did, and I can't remember what else, but it was a moment, you know. And there's nothing attracts, you know, eyes and ears like great music. And it just was. Even the people in the back that were chattering were it all came to a standstill for that. It was really something.
Wow, that's awesome. This is a little bit of a setup, but who designed your logo?
I think we both know this guy, Mr. Carlos Hernandez. We presented his first ever, here at the store, we presented his first ever one-man show, which was the Day of the Dead Rock Stars, which we did for more than a decade, and really kind of launched his career as a fine artist. And
I know I had a couple beers and walked away with a rather large canvas, like literally canvas.
It was.
From
it was. Gosh, man, that it's ginormous.
Yes,
it really
hangs in my office. Yeah.
And,
turns out you can't put it anyplace else. You know, 10 foot by 13 foot.
10 by 13. So, yeah, that's a big size. But you know, so when we, it was funny because he'd come up with. I didn't really give him any direction with what kind of logo to come up with, and he came up with because he used to do graphic design for, you know, oil company pamphlets and stuff. Everybody in graphic arts has to do that, and they were all really staid and very conservative. It's like, man, you can't do that. And he came up with that House Industries font, which we love, and I think is very closely associated with us here in Houston. So worked great.
Well, it is. It's an awesome logo, and by the way, he's currently working on a new secret project for us.
Oh.
We can't tell anybody about it. In fact, anybody who sees this, we have to kill now.
Oh gosh. Well, you know, he got a big ups this year because Hat Chopin only picks one artist every year for their artist in residence, and it was him. That's
really cool.
It's really cool.
He was so jazzed about that too. It's fun to see, you know, somebody get so excited and honored like that. So I love Houston. I'm a huge promoter of Houston. What's your favorite thing about Houston? What makes Houston special?
I like a whole lot about Houston. You know,
I know, me too.
It's really hard to pick one thing. I would think in terms of something that is really unique to our city, and I think that is that you can have a mind-blowing culinary experience at a nondescript strip center that you would just whiz by, you know, and unless someone told you, you would never even know to go there, and it's just the tops.
Yeah, you can't be a mediocre restaurant in this city.
No, you cannot.
And succeed. Even a little strip center one.
Yeah,
that is something that I really noticed too.
I really like the ramping up that has happened with the food trucks, where we had all these fantastic food trucks, and now they have storefronts and.
Yeah, it's like a little R&D. You know, you get for
absolutely.
Small investment, you can get a food truck, and if it goes, you know, it's a lot easier to get financing and build your business.
And a test of your will and how just fierce you are, and are you going to do everything you can to get to that point? And that, you know, that's the spirit of Houston. You know, everybody that's here doing something.
Yeah.
You know, we face a lot of adversity, weather, tropical storms, hurricanes. You know.
So, you know, we're an independent brewery. You're an independent record store. You know, one of the things, talking about restaurants, there are so many independent restaurants in this town. Like you go to a lot of cities and you see a lot of chain. Everything is chain. Here, you can walk in. Doesn't it seem like the owner is there?
Oh yeah, I think for any independent business, if you know, owner on site, even though it can present some difficulties day to day, but it is really, really an important thing. And I think restaurateurs and bar owners and small independent retail really understand that. And if you don't understand that, you better figure it out real quick, because that's why people frequent your business.
Yeah, it creates this personality and a connection to the community, and there's something intangible about it.
Well, I think we live in an age where people really care about where they spend their money, and I don't think that was always the case, but now I do think people really think about it and want to spend their money with the good guys. So,
I agree. Well, cheers to another 25 years of
cheers.
working together.
Let's do it.